5 tips and tricks. Number 1. Bolt Action Edition. Everyone starts the game with bolt action rifles. It hits hard, but it's slow firing. In fact, it's the most difficult type of gun to use in Enlisted. So I'm here to share my tricks I learned. Tip 1. The most important thing to keep in mind when playing with bolt action is to keep distance. You have a limited chance against anything that has an automatic firing mode, so don't rush the objectives. Also, keep your distance away from close combat situations. The trade-off for bolt action rifles is the slow firing rate, but you also get high damage. You'll most likely be able to one-shot enemies, not counting few weapons like the MAS 36. Tip 2. Always finish down enemies that is close to you by using the stock of your weapon. Bolt action rifles get only 25 bullets, so it is important to preserve them. You can also increase it with small ammo pouches and large ammo pouches that increases it by 10% and 100% respectively. Tip number 3. Go prone immediately after shooting. This is a tactic used against AI more than players. AI knows where you are if you shoot and their engagement with you, but if you prone, it gives you a couple of seconds of buffer zone, so they have to adjust to that sudden change of momentum, which means you can most likely kill them before they kill you. When you go prone, look for naturalfical cover, such as bushes, shrubbery, or even broken down tanks. Tanks that are destroyed on the battlefield create interesting dynamic cover that changes game by game. If by chance you play as a tank, and you know you're going to go down, try to aim your tank in a certain way that could block an objective, help an objective, or give you cover for the next time you spawn in. Tip number 4. Get out of the objective as soon as your team is outnumbered. It's not worth taking a risk of holding an entire fort when there's enemies swarming in and you only have certain weapons. The only time you should do this is if you have a gunner class with a really powerful machine gun. Trust me on that one. Tip number 5. If you only have 1 bullet left, just empty your gun. Loading 4 bullets with a bolt action takes longer than loading a clip. That also goes to say for any magazine. Since the update, you can now refresh magazines that are half empty at ammo boxes. This basically just helps you actively engage in combat instead of retreating for an ammo box. Shoot that 1 bullet and then you'll have a fresh clip waiting for you. I stress this profusely. Never, and I mean never, spend silver or even bronze cards on bolt action rifles. Never do it. The reason? If you play it long enough, the campaign that is, you'll be able to get semi-automatic rifles, which outclass any bolt action rifles any day. From the reload speed to the consecutive fire modes, even the iron sights are better. Now as you're starting out, you'll see the Kar 98 and the pre-war Kar 98 for Moscow's Axis. Pre-war is better since technically it was made before the war with higher grade parts, but they're both bolt action rifles. As soon as you get the G41, you'll never use bolt action again unless it's for daily challenges. Narration by Disforad. Thank you for watching.